of trending stories.
If you're joining us for the first time, welcome on board.
This is where we bring to you interesting, trending, and fascinating stories that happen within the course of the week that you may have missed. Hi, I'm Tawakal to Ashimi and
I am Favor Akindele.
we will be taking you through the highlighted stories for this week's episode. First, let's take a look at the headlines.
Tinubu to deploy AI against insecurity in 2025.
Tinubu present for the 7.96 trillion to 2025 budget to National Assembly.
Sanwo-Olu donates 75 million naira to support Legionnaires and families of fallen heroes.
President Tinubu arrives Lagos ahead of Christmas and New Year holiday.
We will be holding EDCAA leaders accountable for transparency, accountability in EDCAA policy, ODA group declares.
Rep Wale Raji gets perfect birthday present, bags EDCAA Man of the Year award at 2024 EDCAA.
Trump meets TikTok CEO as app battles US ban deadline.
Ukraine replaces Instant Front commander amid Russian advances near Pokrovsk.
Funke Akindele's Everybody Loves Jennifer breaks Nollywood box office records. I'm done. Former Alaafin's wife, Queen Dami, breaks up with Portable after TikTok clash.
Lukman speaks on winning CAF Men's Player of the Year.
Vinicius Jr. scoops FIFA Men's Player of the Year award.
Now, the news in full. Tinubu to deploy AI against insecurity in 2025. Ondo South Senator Jimoh Ibrahim has revealed that President Bola Tinubu is poised to integrate artificial intelligence into Nigeria's security framework in 2025 to combat rising insecurity. Speaking on Channels Television's Politics Today on Wednesday, Senator Ibrahim emphasized that AI and advanced technology will bolster efforts to track and neutralize criminals, including bandits, kidnappers, and terrorists. EDCAA blog reports that this strategy aligns with the 49.7 trillion budget proposal presented to the National Assembly, which allocates 4.91 trillion naira to security. The president will deploy AI to enhance security operations and make life uncomfortable for criminals, Ibrahim stated, expressing confidence in Tinubu's commitment to improving safety across the nation. He added that the significant budgetary investment in security would foster peace, enabling increased crude oil production and, by extension, greater national revenue. If 5 trillion naira is effectively spent on security, the result will be more peace and higher crude oil output, leading to increased income, he noted. Senator Ibrahim praised Tinubu's administration for the current improvements in the security landscape, citing the liberation of territories previously controlled by Boko Haram. Today, no city, local government, or state is under Boko Haram control. The security index has improved significantly under President Tinubu, reflecting the outstanding efforts of our military and police, he remarked. He reiterated that the government's strategic focus on security in the 2025 budget would ensure sustained progress in peace and stability. Whether you like him or not, give it to President Tinubu. His approach to security is delivering results, he concluded.
Still on national news, Tinubu presents 47.69 trillion naira 2025 budget to National Assembly. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has officially presented the 2025 appropriation bill to a joint session of the National Assembly. EDCAA blog reports that the president unveiled the budget during a session held on Wednesday. He had described the 2025 appropriation bill as a budget of restoration, securing peace and building prosperity. The session was presided over by Senate President Godswill Akpabio and Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abbas Tajuddin. Earlier this week, the Federal Executive Council approved an estimated expenditure of 47.96 trillion naira for the 2025 fiscal year. The proposed budget prioritizes infrastructural development, fiscal consolidation, and social investment programs, reflecting the administration's key spending goals for the year ahead. President Tinubu emphasized areas such as healthcare, education, security, and infrastructure in his address, while acknowledging challenges like inflation, unemployment, and the rising cost of living. He expressed the administration's commitment to addressing these issues through sustainable economic reforms. Lawmakers are now set to scrutinize the budget's provisions and allocations before its potential passage. Further updates on the budget will follow as more details emerge.
Up next, Lagos news. Sanwo-Olu donates 75 million to support legionnaires and families of fallen heroes. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has made a generous donation of 75 million naira to the State Council of the Nigerian Legion and Fallen Heroes. A cohort blog reports that Governor Sanwo-Olu announced the donation during the appeal fund and launching of the year 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem at the Lagos House, Marina. In his address, Governor Sanwo-Olu highlighted the importance of supporting these individuals and reiterated his government's commitment to prioritizing their needs with a focus on the elderly and families of those who have the ultimate sacrifice for their country. In response to an appeal by the chairman of the Lagos State Council of the Nigerian Legion, DCG Akim Olawale Wolimo, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu promised to donate housing units in the Prince Abiodun Ogunleye Housing Estate, Ikorodu, to provide shelter for vulnerable and older members of the Legion. Additionally, the governor has committed to provide security vehicles and equipment to support the Nigerian Legion, recognizing their ongoing dedication to protecting lives and properties in Lagos State. During the event, Governor Sanwo-Olu, along with his deputy, Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, the secretary to the Lagos State Government, Barrister Abimbola Salah Ondeye, head of service, Mr. Bode Agoro, the Chief of Staff, Mr. Tayo Ayinde, Commissioner for Home Affairs, Honorable Lanrewaju Layode, some members of the State Executive Council and head of security agencies in the state were decorated with the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem.
Still on Lagos news, President Tinubu arrives Lagos ahead of Christmas and New Year holiday. Following the presentation of the 2025 budget before the National Assembly, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived in Lagos State to spend the Christmas and New Year's holiday. Echo Hot Blog reports that the president was warmly received at the presidential wing of Murtala Mohammed International Airport by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, and other cabinet members. President Tinubu's arrival in Lagos comes after he unveiled the 2025 budget, totaling 47.9 trillion naira during the joint session of the National Assembly in Abuja. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu highlighted that the 2025 budget's primary focus would be to stimulate the economy through targeted fiscal stimulus packages and strategic non-inflationary spending. Up next, EPE News.
We will hold EPE leaders accountable for transparency, accountability in EPE Polity, ODA group declares. The Okemagba Development Association held its maiden presidential gala at the association's house in Eredo, declaring its commitment to closely monitor the activities of EPE leaders to ensure transparency and accountability in governance. On Sunday, December 15, 2024, ODA members convened at Okemagba House for a grand presidential gala to officially flag off the association's resurgence and raise funds for planned developmental projects. The event attracted prominent political figures in EPE local government, including the apex political office holder in the area, Rep. Wale Raji, Honorable Member of the House of Representatives representing EPE Federal Constituency. During the event, Chief Stephen Olukule Bakari Oluwalogbon, a founding father of the association represented by Oladele Ogundipe, reflected on the early days of the Okemagba Development Association. He emphasized the association's historic role in driving sustainable growth and development across the 11 communities it unites: Odo Ajogun, Odo Ayan, Odo Gbaojo, Odo Ragushi, Odo Shiwola, Odo Yogushi, Odo Roga, Ibon, Igoye, Ilara, and Eredo. Chief Oluwalogbon highlighted the group's significant contributions to the political advancement of Okemagba communities, positioning itself as a pressure group to ensure that the voices and will of the people are heard and respected. Turning attention to the future of EPE youth, he posed a critical question. At this, the youth we want to leave our legacy to. He emphasized the urgent need for youth empowerment through employment and skill acquisition programs to take the youth off the streets. In his remark, the vice president of the association, Prince Segun Oshifeko, reaffirmed the group's commitment to demanding accountability and transparency from EPE's political leaders. We represent many things, including a pressure group. From time to time, we will call on those who represent us to provide adequate details of their activities. We will also invite our leaders to come here and account for their stewardship. Furthermore, Prince Shegun emphasized that the association would only guarantee full support to only Ekpe political leaders that are actually doing their job and serving the people of Ekpe meritoriously. And I want to assure you that we will support any leader representing us well, sir, he said, addressing Rep. Wale Raji. You are the most senior political representative of the Ekpe people. Just as you have done by giving us details of your work, we will continue to engage with you and extend this accountability request to leaders at every level. In response, Rep. Wale Raji expressed his readiness to remain accountable to the people of Ekpe. I want to assure you that I am always available, he said. Whenever you wish to have a conversation with me, let your members who are close to me reach out, and I will honor the invitation anytime.
Still on Ekpe news, Rep. Wale Raji gets perfect birthday presents, bags Ekpe Man of the Year award at 2024 EDCAA. The member of the House of Representatives, Rep. Wale Raji, has emerged as the Ekpe Division Man of the Year at the 5th edition of the CNI EDCAA Gala. The Concerned Nation Builders Initiative, CNI, organized the 5th edition of the Ekpe Division's Community Annual Award on Thursday, December 12, 2024, recognizing, celebrating, and rewarding outstanding leaders over the year. CNI and Seoul Investment Communication Limited jointly powered the EDCAA 2024 event at the Lagos Theatre, Ekpe. The date of the event coincided with Rep. Wale Raji's birthday anniversary, during which he was duly recognized and awarded for his efforts in initiating and sustaining numerous innovative strides across the Ekpe Federal Constituency this year. In addition to the glass plaque of honor awarded, a medal was also added to appropriately complement the award. Speaking at the event, he acknowledged and appreciated the thoughtfulness of the organizers for the award initiative over the years, noting that it serves as a good stimulant for bringing about collective societal impact and developments in Ekpe Division communities. Also, he noted that the award is a recognition of the little he had done through the support of the good people of Ekpe. I thank the organizers of the event, and I also thank the people of Ekpe for giving me the platform to serve them. I also commend the people who did the selection for the recognition, he added. Furthermore, he stated that his achievements were all made possible by the Almighty Allah, while also emphasizing that his works within Ekpe Federal Constituency was just about fulfilling the responsibility he owes to the good people of Ekpe.
Now, onto the foreign scene. Trump meets TikTok CEO as app battles US ban deadline. US President-elect Donald Trump is meeting with TikTok CEO Shoizi Chu as the social media company battles efforts to have the app banned in the United States. Trump was scheduled to meet Chu at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida on Monday, according to CBS News, citing sources familiar with the meeting. A law passed earlier this year mandates that TikTok be banned unless its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, sells the app before January 19. In response, TikTok has filed an emergency application with the U.S. Supreme Court, requesting a delay in the enforcement of the ban. The U.S. government has pushed for the sale or ban of TikTok, citing concerns over its alleged ties to the Chinese government, claims that both TikTok and ByteDance have consistently denied. The law's supporters argue it is necessary to protect national security from the potential threats posed by the foreign-controlled apps. Despite previously supporting a TikTok ban during his first term, Trump opposes the current ban in part because he believes it could benefit Facebook, a company he is accused of helping to undermine his 2020 election campaign. Trump's second term, however, won't begin until his inauguration on January 20, the day after the deadline set in the law. In its Supreme Court filing, TikTok requested a modest delay to the ban's enforcement, asking for time to allow the government to review the case and to give the incoming administration an opportunity to assess the issue. The company argued that TikTok is one of the most significant speech platforms in the U.S. and warned that the ban would cause immediate, irreparable harm to both the company and its users. Earlier this month, a federal appeal court rejected TikTok's request to overturn the ban, upholding the law as a result of extensive bipartisan action by Congress and successive administrations. At a press conference on Monday, Trump stated that his administration would take a look at TikTok. I have a warm spot in my heart for TikTok because I won the youth votes by 34 points, he said. There are those who say TikTok played a role in that. It had an impact. While a majority of young voters supported Trump's Democratic opponent, Kamala Harris, in the November election, Trump did see a notable shift toward a support among voters aged 18 to 29 since the 2020 election. Trump, who only joined TikTok in June, gained millions of followers on the platform during his campaign.
Still on foreign news, Ukraine replaces Eastern Front's commander amid Russian advances near Pokrovsk. The commander of Ukraine's Eastern Donetsky military group has been replaced following Russian advances in the region. A military official confirmed on Saturday. General Alexander Chernovsky will now lead the operation and tactical group, taking over from General Alexander Lysenko. This change comes after Lysenko faced significant criticisms for his failure to prevent recent Russian advances towards the key city of Pokrovsk. Russian forces have been reported just 3 kilometers, 1.9 miles that is, from the city, according to Ukrainian mapping service, Deep State. Pokrovsk has seen some of the fiercest battles on the Eastern Front for months as Russia pushes to capture the city. Located about 11 miles from Ukraine's Donetsky and Dnipropetrovsk region, Pokrovsk is a strategic target for Moscow. The city's fall to Russian forces would mark a major setback for Ukraine and worsen its struggles to regain momentum as Russian troops intensify pressure along the Eastern Front. Losing Pokrovsk would also fuel concerns about Ukraine's military, especially with the looming risk that military aid from the United States would diminish if Donald Trump wins the presidency, potentially leaving Ukraine more vulnerable as the war enters its 4th year. In other developments, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Saturday that Moscow had begun deploying a significant number of North Korean soldiers to bluster its efforts to push Ukraine's forces out of Russia's Kursk region. Ukraine had launched an incursion into Kursk in August and still controls some settlements there. Today, there is already preliminary evidence that the Russians have begun to use soldiers from North Korea in assaults, a significant number of them, Zelensky said. The Russians include them in combined units and use them in operations in the Kursk region. Zelensky said, adding there had already been noticeable losses among these soldiers.
Now, let's take a look at what's buzzing in the world of showbiz and entertainment. Funke Akindele's Everybody Loves Jennifer breaks Nollywood box office records. Funke Akindele's newly released movie, Everybody Loves Jennifer, has set a new Nollywood record, becoming the highest grossing opening day film in the industry's history. According to the Nigerian box office, the movie released in cinemas last Friday grossed 45.2 million on its opening day, with 9,409 admissions. A cohort blog reports that the blockbuster surpassed the previous record held by Akindele's 2023 film, A Tribe Called Judah, which achieved over 1 billion in box office earnings last year. Everybody Loves Jennifer shattered box office records yesterday. It had the biggest opening day for a Nollywood film with 45.2 million naira, the Nigerian box office announced via X, formerly Twitter, on Saturday. Entertainment company Film One also confirmed the record-breaking milestone on Instagram, stating that the movie not only boasts the biggest opening day for a Nollywood release in 2024, but also the highest admission count for the year. Everybody Loves Jennifer is the latest installment in the Jennifer franchise, which has captivated audiences since 2008. The film features an all-star cast, including Laye Wasabi, Nancy Sime, Jackie Appiah, Faust, Omomi Dada, Stan Inze, and others. In response to the movie's success, Akindele warned against piracy, emphasizing that legal action will be taken against offenders. This achievement solidifies Funke Akindele's status as a box office powerhouse following the massive success of A Tribe Called Judah in 2023.
Still on entertainment news, I'm done. Former Alaafin's wife, Queen Dami, breaks up with Portable after TikTok clash. Queen Dami, the estranged wife of the late Alaafin of Oyo, Obalamidi Adeyemi, has announced the end of a relationship with controversial Nigerian singer Portable. A cohort blog reports that the split follows a heated incident during Dami's TikTok live session, where Portable interacted to question her activities online and insinuated she was practicing polygamy. The singer also accused the former queen of ignoring his request to stay offline, asking if she was a housewife or a runs girl. Dami, visibly upset by Portable's remarks, ended the live session abruptly. Later, in a post shared on her Instagram page, she cited public embarrassment as a reason for ending the relationship. Expressing her frustration, she wrote, "Alhamdulillah, I'm done. This is too much for me. Can't take this embarrassment again. Iweo." In a separate development, Portable sparks controversy with claims that he has more hit songs than Grammy-winning artist Burna Boy. The Zazu crooner made the assertion in a video circulating on social media, emphasizing that his statement was not mere bragging, but a reflection of his confidence in his music.
On sports, Lukman speaks on winning CAF Men's Player of the Year. Ademola Lukman has shared his joy and gratitude after being named the 2024 CAF Men's Player of the Year. The Nigerian forward received the prestigious award during a glamorous ceremony held on Monday night in Marrakesh, Morocco. At 27 years old, Lukman enjoyed a sensational year, contributing 27 goals and 12 assists across competitions for both club and country. A standout moment came in the Europa League final, where Lukman netted a remarkable hat-trick to lead Atalanta to victory over Bayer Leverkusen, securing the trophy for his team. His exceptional performances also earned him a spot in the Europa League Team of the Year. I want to thank Almighty God for everything that He's been doing in my life, He's been blessing me with, said Lukman from the stage. I want to thank the presidents, all my teammates, club and country for their support and the love that they give me. This award is for me, my family, my nation, and to be recognized as the best player in Africa is something incredible. I am extremely proud. Just over 4 years ago, I failed in front of the world. Fast forward to 4 years, I am the best player in Africa. I want to say to all the young children and people watching this, don't let your failures weigh you down or break your wings. Turn your pain into your power and continue to fly. God bless.
Still on sports news, Vinicius Jr. scoops FIFA Men's Player of the Year award. Real Madrid and Brazil winger Vinicius Jr. has been crowned the FIFA Men's Player of the Year at the 2024 FIFA Best Awards, marking his first win of the prestigious accolade. A cohort blog reliably gathered that the 24-year-old claimed the award during the ceremony in Doha, Qatar, after a stellar season in which he played a pivotal role in Real Madrid's successes, including winning the Champions League and La Liga in 2023 to 2024 season. Vinicius recorded 24 goals and 11 assists across competitions during that campaign. This triumph comes after Vinicius and Real Madrid boycotted the 2024 Ballon d'Or ceremony in protest following his defeats to Manchester City and Spanish midfielder Rodri. However, the FIFA award provided a more uplifting conclusion to his season. Reflecting on his journey, Vinicius said, "It seemed impossible when I played barefoot in the streets of Sao Paulo, and now I'm here." The Ballon d'Or and FIFA Best Awards are widely regarded as the two most prestigious individual honors in football. This year's FIFA award, covering performances between August 2023 and August 2024, was decided by a weighted voting process, 25% from public votes, 25% from journalists, one from each country, and the remaining 50% split between the captains and managers of the national teams worldwide. Vinicius edged out tough competition for the award. Spain's Euro 2024 winning midfielder Rodri finished second, while Real Madrid's England star Jude Bellingham claimed third place.
And that is a wrap on this week's episode of EDCAA Blog's weekly review of trending stories.
Do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to always get notified. Which of the news is most interesting to you? Tell us in the comment section below. I am Akindele Favor.
And hi, I'm Tawakal to Ashimi. Till
Till next time, stay safe and healthy.